So first thing first, I actually missed the announcement. I actually missed the announcement. So there has to be something. If I make any mistake when I explain any card, you guys tell me, okay? So, I already went through like all the new cards here. I think this expansion it's not as good as the last one. The last one actually, all the past expansions, every expansion, there is kind of like only 30% or 40% of cards that is like useful well, maybe in one deck or two deck, but the last expansion is like too good. Over like 70% of cards are very, very useful. But so compared to the last expansion, this one is not as good as the last one, definitely. I think it's like around like half or maybe 40% of the cards are actually you can very useful in the on ladder or something. Thanks for subscribing, Orchids. Thank you. Welcome back. So, well, I know, but there is still some good cards. But it's not only because the last expansion is like too good, so we cannot blame this expansion for that. For example, it's very obvious that for the last expansion, the Shaman card is too OP. So when I see those new Shaman cards here, it's like I don't feel like it's good at all. Yeah, seriously, like it's not like okay or anything. I just feel like it's not good at all. Like because the last expansion is so good. Every new card is so good. Shaman is already so good. So it's a very good example is when you build a Shaman deck, you can see that like 30 cards deck, there's around 25 cards that is class card. There's not even like neutral cards. So like Shaman is already very, very good already, so it's kind of hard to put in new stuff into it to replace the old stuff. But we need to how to say it, understand it. the last expansion is just so good, but there is still a lot of very good cards. So like overall all those cards, I feel I'm pretty positive about Mage, Temple Mage, or like even Freeze Mage is good too, or Dragon Paladin, Dragon Beast Paladin, something like that, and Warlock. Discard cards do something like that. Now these are like the classes that I feel might be the strongest, or you can have some new idea about it. So I'm really looking forward to those three classes. Those are the like top three classes that I look most forward into it. Well, anyways, let's start with card by card. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I assume that you guys Qing Chang is good enough to understand my Qing Chang Ling Long Ding Dong. Well, anyways, Jade, 6 mana, Moonglade Portal. Such good pronunciation. 6 mana. Oh, sorry, I forgot to post to Twitter. Give me a second. Doing card review now. Don't worry, I'm going to put everything onto my YouTube after the stream. Kappa. So you guys won't miss anything. Kappa. Jade. 6 mana, Moonglade Portal, restore 6 tiles, summon a random 6 cost minion. First of all, when I look at this card for the first time, I think it's a very good card compared to other portals. Because I already seen like the Mage Portal before when it was released, so like I think this one might be much better compared to the Warrior one. You know, whenever you look at all the cards, I think it's very important that you consider them as a whole thing. For example, you compare this portal to other classes portal, and you will see like what is the best. Okay. For example, the Warrior portal, gain 4 armor, summon random 4 cost minion. It sounds like kind of the same, right? But this one is 5 mana. Summon a 4 cost minion. We can see. Can you guys see my Hearthstone? For example, let's see the 4 cost minion. Most of the 4 cost minion, they are not as good. They're actually not as good. Most of them are not as good, I have to say. Most of them, like these, most of them are like not as good. If you just summon it, there is a lot of obviously this is like one of the best, but obviously there is a lot of battle cry, or this kind of stuff. Chart, yeah, 2-5, 2-5, 4-3, 3-3 divine shield, yeah, something like this. I don't really think it's very good, but compared to 6 mana. 6 mana, there's far more good stuff compared to 4 mana minion. For example, Argent Commander, Karazhan, Emperor, Sylvanas. These cards are like you cannot take them out of your construction. You cannot take out of any control decks, right? Even like, for example, Reno Jackson, 6 mana, 4/6. If you forget about his battle cry, it's still like good. If it is a 5 mana, 4/6, it's good, right? And this is good too. If this is like 5 mana. So if we look at this again, 6 mana, summon random 6 cost minion. It's like you spend 5 mana to summon a good stuff, and then you use 1 mana to heal for 6. I think this is very acceptable, and this is a spell, so it actually can work into a Yogg Saron list, Yogg Druid list. I might run one copy of it. If you run 1 copy of it, you might want to replace it with replace the Pharaoh Rage with it. Pharaoh Rage, the +8 armor thing. Yeah. So like for Yogg Druid, as we all know, is not very good at healing. There's no healing. Well, you can say that we don't really need healing. We don't need healing, and this card is obviously it is pretty late game. But I think judging from the value, it is it's still very good compared to other portals. I think I will try one in my deck. I think there might be like around 20% of people, 20% of Druid will probably play it, maybe 20% or something like that. It's not that good, but it's like okay. Second one, Mana Warden. Well, anyways, blah 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 blah. Sorry, forget about my pronunciation. 6 mana, 5/5. Battle cry, chose a friendly beast, summon a copy of it. So it's very obvious that Blizzard want to buff Beast Druid. Blizzard want to buff Beast Druid. But the thing is that I don't know if Beast Druid will actually work. Let's try to get something out. Let me see. Let's try to get something out. Beast Druid. Really? Oh, sorry. Maybe not like this. Well, anyways, let's build it like this. For Beast Druid, the thing is that for now, all the Beast Druid, we can only play it in a fast deck because all the late game Beast. Oh, sorry. Oh, accident. All the late game of Beast Druid, they are pretty bad. All the late game cards for Beast Druid, they are actually pretty bad. So most of the Beast Druid deck, they are all like the early game. They are only like early game only, you know. Yeah. So it, but this one, the new card 6 mana 5/5, it actually buffed a lot the late game for Beast Druid. Power of the Wild, I think I will only run 1 copy of it because if you only summon 3/2 Panther, then it's not worth to play this card actually. The early game minion, the early game Beast Druid minion is not that good. The minion itself is not that good, judging by the value, you know. It's not actually that good. So that is the biggest problem for Beast Druid. There's a lot of chosen ones, so yeah, Fandro is pretty good. This is pretty okay. Druid of the Cloud, not sure 1 or 2 copy because Druid of the Cloud is already pretty late game. So, if we add in these 2 cards and these 2 cards, it's like plus 4 cards, right? We are missing 3 cards to make a good to make a good deck already. Maybe a Nourish. Yeah, if I want to build it, if I build a Beast Druid, it might be like this. Oh yeah, don't forget about there is some good neutral beast too. Some people actually run Direwolf Alpha, but it is like too smarky for Beast Druid. But we need to understand that right now Beast Druid is only Smork deck. Everyone make it like a Smork deck. Yeah, I like Tiger in it too. Maybe Huge Toad too, maybe. But well, Huge Toad is not that good. The quality of minion is not that good, you know. I'm not a big fan of that card. So it will be too smoky. I don't like this actually. Why do we need Nourish? 4 mana. So if we play the 6 mana, this card, I think we definitely need Tiger in it, right? I think this card you can get the most value if with Tiger on board. The 6 mana 5/5 shows a friendly beast summon a copy of it. So you play Tiger on turn 4, turn 5. You get a triple 5/5 on board on turn 6. That sounds very OP. And Druid also has a lot of stealth minion that you can copy. But the thing is that this is not very stable compared to the mage. The mage card, you remember? There's a mage card that is 6 mana. 6 mana 5/5. Summon random 3 cost minion. Mage card here. This one, Battle Cry, summon random 3 cost minion. This is very stable. Like you can play it when there's nothing on your board. And this is a Battle Cry. Yeah, this is a Battle Cry, which is good. Okay, this card is also a Battle Cry. Yeah, but I don't really think this is that good compared to Mage card because Druid is a class that is not very strong at early game. I think it's very strong at mid game, but not very strong at early game. So if you cannot control the board in the early game, then you just lost. You might just being rushed by Zoo or like face Shaman, something like that. But this is still a very good card. This is still a very good card. Actually made Beast Druid a lot playable already. Very good card. Next one, Enchanted Raven, 1 mana 2/2 Beast. I think this. Oh yeah, Beast. I think Beast Druid will be probably around 30% of the Druid might be Beast Druid. It's very playable. Maybe 50, maybe. Yeah, it actually buffed a lot with this card. This card is very very good. Enchanted Raven, 1 mana 2/2. I think every Beast Druid will play it. This card is very very OP. Like you play this on turn 1, and next turn you buff it with the mark of your charge, and the game is over, right? Wow. Anyways, so yeah, that's it for Druid's card. Actually looking forward. Personally, I look forward to Beast Dragon Druid. Beast Dragon Druid. Well, I'm just kidding. I'm actually just kidding. But Beast Druid is pretty good actually. Hunter. First card, Cat Trick. 2 mana secret. After your opponent cast a spell, summon out 4/2 Panther with Stealth. This is a new secret. It won't need you don't need to, how to say it? How to explain it? It won't it doesn't need your opponent to use the minion to pop it. So this is the one difference from this to other traps. But if you play against Zoo or something, this doesn't solve anything. This doesn't really solve anything. What is Hunter's biggest weakness? Zoo? Well, actually, Hunter, there's a lot of very bad matchup for Hunter except Warrior. Maybe Hunter is only good against Warrior. So what does this card actually solve? It can help your win rate against Temple Mage. I know there's a lot of Temple Mage on Chinese ladder, but there's not a lot of Temple Mage on American and European ladder. Against Druid, it's like okay too, but it's a secret. Like you're having new secret. Yeah, the combo with the next card, Cloaked Huntress, 3 mana 3/4. Your secret cost 0. You know, the first time when I see this card, I was like, what? Secret Paladin? Mysterious Challenger? But the more I thought about it, you don't need to play a lot of secret. Only one secret is okay. Only one secret is already okay. The thing about Mysterious Challenger is that Mysterious Challenger is you draw 5 cards. You draw 5 cards. That is very, very huge. By drawing those 5 cards, you actually reduce the chance of drawing those shitty secrets. Do you understand what I'm talking about? After you play Secret Challenger, you draw those all your secrets in your deck, so that the rest of your deck are all good minions to play. This is a very very important thing about Mysterious Challenger. And this card, you didn't draw cards. There's no card draw. You only play your secret. So it is kind of like Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist is a card draw, but the stats of Mad Scientist is not good. It has a 2 mana 2/2. For this card, you doesn't lose any stat. You don't lose any stats for this deck. It's 3 mana 3/4. Very good body. Very good stats. So you don't lose stats, but you lose a card draw. But you still play secret. You know, from a long time ago, you can feel that for the past how to say it, maybe 1 year, for the past whole year, Blizzard actually tried to avoid making Hunter very good at early game, because you know, 1 year ago Hunter is very good at early game, you know, with math scientist and all the other stuff. So Blizzard actually tried to avoid making Hunter too OP at early game, but this card is a very huge change for Hunter. It helped so much. It actually helped so much about the early game. Like you play this on 3 mana and play some spells. Maybe only, even if it is only 1 spell, it's already very good. It's already very good already. So it actually did a huge, very huge change to the whole deck. It actually made, I think this card actually make Hunter playable. I mean, I don't mean Hunter is not playable right now, but Hunter is definitely not that good. For example, there's a lot of warrior, America and Europe. So Hunter is actually okay, but on Chinese ladder there's not many warriors, so Hunter is not that good. But with this card, it actually improved a lot. I think this is one of my favorite. Second one, the last one, Kindly Grandmother, 2 mana 1/1, Death Rattle, summon a 3/2 big bad wolf. So right now Hunter is using. We can check. Oh, sorry, I haven't got Hunter list. I don't even have Hunter list. So we have turn 2. We normally play King's Elite, and Huge Toad, right? Huge Toad and Flame Juggler. These are the 2 drops that Hunter is playing right now. Obviously, they are not so good, but they are like okay, very okay cards. Oh, sorry. Ooh, they think my system thinks that I opened too much stuff. I need to turn down some stuff. Oh, sorry, I accidentally turned off my web page. Oh, wait a second. My bad. You know, I'm not very good at those new technology. I'm only a nerd. But don't worry, we can fix it. Okay, where are we? We are here. Kindly Grandmother, 2 mana 1/1, Death Rattle, summon 3/2 big bad wolf. Like, when you see this card, you might think this is too slow, because it is a Death Rattle. This Death Rattle is very good, but all the Death Rattle equals slow. You can just I can just say that Death Rattle equals slow. And Hunter is already a pretty slow deck. It actually beat all slow deck. Most of the slow decks. And it is beaten by all the smart deck. So their biggest problem is how to deal with Zoo and all the other smart decks. But even though this is a very slow card, but Hunter is also a class that is very bad at how to say, dealing those 1 damage. How to say it? Yeah. For example, Hunter need to rely on those struggles like Face Juggler, Huge Toad to do those 1 damage, the last 1 damage left. Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? So this card is actually very good at doing that this work. Yeah, pinging those the last 1 damage. But I don't know if you guys have this kind of feeling, like when you play face juggler, it always, especially in hunter deck, it always hit face. It always hit face, right? It's not just and it's always like the most important juggle of this game. So I actually think this, even though this card is very slow, but it actually can help you do the ping work. It's actually very good. At least you should run 1. At least you should run 1. If you are slow hunter, you actually can run 2 of it. I think most of the people will run at least 1. This card is actually very, very good. Very good card. Major. First one, Babbling Book. Well, anyways, don't make fun of my pronunciation. I'm pronouncing it correctly. Flawless. Battle Cry. 1 mana, 1/1. Battle Cry. Add a random mage spell to your hand. You can compare it with Kabbalist Tomb. Kabbalist Tomb, 5 mana, draw 3 cards. But this one, he is a minion. He's a minion. So it actually helps you a little bit about your early game, beside the mana worm. So I think for the minion, you can like +1 point for the minion. Because this is a minion, so I will give it like +1 point for that. And another thing is that mage spell is not always good. Oh, by the way, this is a battle cry, so it's also the thing about mage is that most of mage's stuff are battle cry, right? This is something that a lot of other class are complaining. Yeah, I think so. Like some other, for example, Death Rattle, Hunter is all Death Rattle, so it's actually very, very slow. And Mage, most of the good Mage minions. Let's see, where is Mage here? They're like Battle Cry. Battle Cry, Battle Cry, Battle Cry, Battle Cry, Battle Cry. Or something you can just use it instantly when we put on board, for example, Flame Waker, Battle Cry, and even like Battle Cry, Battle Cry. I think Battle Cry is the is the stats for Smork deck. Battle Cry is the stats for Smork deck. Like for example, Zoo. Well, Zoo is different because Zoo is minion base, but for Mage, Battle Cry is a very good thing for Mage. Battle Cry is a very good thing for Mage. So I mean, it is a Battle Cry, so it's already very good too. Another thing you need to keep in mind is that there's a lot of garbage Mage spells. You play Kabbalist Tomb a lot, right? So you guys understand there's a lot of very garbage Mage spells, but this is still not bad. This is still not bad. I think this card is definitely playable. This is definitely playable. And the next one, Fireland Portal, 7 mana, deal 5 damage, summon a random 5 cost minion. First of all, deal 5 damage. Deal 5 damage is around equals 3.5 mana, right? Around 3.5 mana, something like that. And you use the rest of 3.5 mana to summon a 5 cost minion, which is not bad actually. So let's go through those 5 mana minion. 5 mana minion, it's like most of them are like okay. Oh my god, Green Patron. Ooh, oh, interesting. Yeah, most of the 5 mana minion are like, not that bad, right? It's not that bad. This is bad because this is a battle cry, but yeah, you see these. There's not many battle cry. This is a battle cry, right? Inspire, Battle Cry. Inspire is a good thing. Inspire is good, but Death Rattle is good. Death Rattle is the best. Inspire is like okay. Battle Cry is like useless. Taunt is like okay. Spell damage. Yeah, so 5 mana minion is like okay. So I think this card is definitely playable. So what do we take out? For example, in a Temple Mage deck. In a Temple Mage deck, I'm only showing you an example. This is the list I'm playing for Sister Cup, but yeah, I changed something because I play on ladder 2, so I changed something. If we want to take out something, let's say if we want to take out something, I think Water Elemental is not that good. Water Elemental is only good against Face Shaman, I should say. Only good against Face Shaman. Even against a Warrior, it's not that must-have. It's not that must-have. So, if you want to take out stuff, first of all, maybe we cat Kabbalist Tomb for 1 or something. Well, I know you guys don't run Ice Block. This is only like my thing, or Chinese server thing to tradition. So we can definitely put these 2 into it. Maybe 1 copy of Fireland Portal. Maybe 1 copy of Fireland Portal. Or maybe you can just take Fireball out. Because Fireball is really, seriously, not that good. Because you already have Big Torch. 3 mana deals 6 damage. You already have a very, very good board removal. So I actually start to see Mage cutting Fireball from their Temple Mage deck to put in some good, more better stuff. So you can cut Fireball. As a Drake, you cannot catch that. This is a spell power. Maybe Kabbalist Tomb. I know a lot of people run only 1 Kabbalist Tomb. This is a very good card, but you don't want to have both of it against Face Shaman, right? You definitely don't want to have both of this against the Face Shaman. So Flame Strike is a functional card against Zoo, mainly against Zoo or Dragon Warrior. So you definitely cannot take this out. Well, maybe you can if you really want, but I wouldn't suggest. So if you want to take out, I suggest you take out Fireball first to put in those good cards. These are like, I definitely will play it, I think. This actually helped a lot against Zoo. For Mage, I think the worst matchup for Mage is definitely Warrior. But beside Warrior, let's say, Mage is good against Hunter. Mage is like okay against Zoo and sorry, I was thinking something else. Yeah, so this card actually helped your win rate against Zoo. So there's a lot of stuff in my mind. Yes, it actually helped a lot against Zoo. And against Dread, this is not bad too. Because even though this is a 1 mana 1/1, you don't lose anything. Yeah, it gives you a card, so you don't lose anything actually. So these 2 cards are actually very playable. I will try it. This one, Medivh's Violet. Well, anyways, who care about pronunciation? 2 mana, 2/3 Battle Cry. If you control a secret, deal 3 damage. This I think this card works very good with Ice Block. But who will put this card into an Ice Block deck? The more it looks so OP. It looks just so OP. Like 2 mana Fire Elemental. It looks so OP, but the more I think of it, the more I think it's not really playable. You play it in Ice Block deck. No, First Mage is definitely not like that. I will explain about why Temple Mage cannot play this card. But I'm just, first of all, let's think about any card decks that we can put this card in. Secret Mage. I play a lot of Wild these days. There's a lot of Secret Mage on Wild, but it's because there is Mad Scientist, obviously. But I actually learned pick up a lot of stuff about Secret Mage. Secret Mage relies very huge on turn 3 this guy plus a secret.
あら、いらっしゃい、ロロナちゃん。
Hi Eloise, feels Badman missed the Olympics boy and girl review. It was very gouda. Will you do more Olympics review later? Feels good, man.
Yeah, I will do review after I watch the games. I will review it with you. Don't worry. Reno Major. Yeah, man. Reno Mage? Maybe. But first of all, you need to have Ice Block if you want to play in Reno Mage. If you want to use Ice Block to combo with this card, then it is surely very slow, because first of all, you won't keep Ice Block at your starting hand, right? You never keep Ice Block at your starting hand. So by the time you draw Ice Block and play it, draw your Ice Block might be like turn 3 or 5. This is like the fastest turn already, and you play your Ice Block maybe on turn 6 or 7, and then on turn 8 or 9 you can play this 2 mana card, which is already very slow. This stat is very good if you play it on turn 2, but definitely pretty sucks when you play it on turn 8 or 9. This is definitely not something that you can play on turn 2. So if you consider about this, then it's not that good anymore, even though it is still good, because this battle cry is just too strong. It's still good, but it's not that good. Only playing certain deck, I think. For mage, most of the spell, if you don't play secret mage, then most of the spell if you don't play secret mage or you don't play ice block, then most of the spell will be popped in one turn. Oh, yeah, you can play turn 5 as secret and play this, right? Is it still good to play it on turn 5? I think it's pretty slow. But even though the battle cry is still good, yeah, you definitely can play it on turn 5, but turn 5 is pretty slow already. I don't know if you guys have played the Secret Mage before, because Secret Mage is actually a pretty old deck. It's not very playable nowadays because it is very slow. It beat most of the control decks, but it's just being destroyed by Zoo, Hunter, or anything like that. So this might be good if you play Secret Mage, but I don't know if Secret Mage is playable without crazy scientist, mad scientist. Sorry. And there's other neutral cards that actually help you with Secret too. We can explain it later. Is this lagging? Paladin. Sorry, I just want to talk about everything I thought about the card with you guys, so I might take a long time on each of the card. Why are you guys here? Aren't you? I suppose you guys are here to listen to my thoughts on those cards, right? Or you guys are here to watch me review some Olympic girls. I can do it later, but not now. Anyways, Paladin, 6 mana, Eloise Night. Oh, by the way, I think these 2 cards are playable. This one is, I don't know. Paladin, Eloise Night. You see, this is so unfair. Like, a Mage Secret is 3 mana, Hunter Secret 2 mana, Paladin Secret 1 mana. The secret costs so much without Mad Scientist and what is this card? Curator Mage. Yeah, without those stuff, so unfair, right? Okay, anyways, 6 mana for 4. Battle cry, discover a spell. Restore health to your hero equal to its health. So let's see. Paladin. Paladin spells. Wow, so many 1 mana spells. So many 1 mana spells. So many 1 mana spells. Spellcaster soul. Shield. I think if you can discover a spell that is like 4 mana or 3 mana, this is worth it already. But I don't think this card can replace other healings like Ragnaros. It definitely not. But you know, in Paladin deck, there's a lot of garbage cards that you can get rid of. You can throw them away into the garbage bin. For example, Kodo, Stamped Kodo. You can replace Stamped Kodo with this card definitely. I think this is playable, and you can discover equality from this card. You can discover equality from this card, which is very good. If you discover Liang Hand, well, I think Liang Hand is pretty late game already. Yeah, that's pretty late game. Well, but this is still okay. You see, if you get this into the Karazhan, I think it's good. It's also pretty good. You know what? I actually think this card can go into Murloc Paladin. You know what? Another thing I think you can go to Murloc Paladin is this. is this. Yeah, because Medivh is a card that actually fit in most of the decks. I can say most of the decks. Most of the decks. Yeah. The more you think about it, actually not only Yogg-Saron deck can play it, not only Yogg-Saron deck can play Medivh, or other classes decks you can also play Medivh. Wouldn't work with Murlocs because your board is full. But what if? How about the first one? First Murloc is good too, and there is Liang Hand, and there is Forbidden Healing. So if you talk about high mana, we are not talking about Medivh, but I'm just saying like high mana spell, Paladin is actually okay. But talking about discovering a spell, there's too many 1 mana spell in Paladin's deck. Yeah, you have to keep in mind. Portal, Silver Moon Portal, 4 mana. But the thing is that there's too many garbage shitty cards in Control Paladin's deck. So this card can fitting it very easily. You know, just fitting it very easily. And most of the games of Control Paladin Ghost Fatigue. So Discover is actually a pretty good stuff for Control Paladin, you know? Okay. Silver Moon Portal. Give a minion +2/+2. Summon random 2-cost minion. Like judging from the value, it's like okay, not so good. Like I think the mage one is very good. Personally, I like the mage one. I would even want to replace this with replace 1 fireball with this actually. Well, if I really need to. Yeah, this portal is like, it's like okay. This portal is like okay, not good, not that good, not that bad. It's like okay, maybe something. But oh well, this is a spell. So it's another 4 mana spell. Yeah. By the way, don't you guys realize that Paladin is very OP on turn 4 in Arena. Turn 4 is pretty important turn 4. Well, anyways, I haven't played Arena for a long time. Let's stop talking about that. Next one. Nightband Templar, 3 mana, 2/3. Battlecry. If you are holding a dragon, summon 2/1/1 whelps. So this is a buff card for Dragon Paladin. Dragon Paladin, 3 mana, 2/3, and you can summon 2/1/1. Compared to what is that card? 3 mana. This one, Blackwing Technician. Blackwing Technician. I think this card is better than Blackwing Technician against Zoo. But beside Zoo, there is not much good situation that you can think of. So I think Blackwing Technician might still be better than this one, but if you want to play more 3-drops, then you definitely can play both. For early game, because as we all know that Dragon Paladin haven't got early game minions. It's unlike Dragon Warrior, you have 2-drop. Dragon Priest, you have 2-drop. Does Dragon Priest still have 2-drop? Well, anyways, those classes they're pretty strong because they have very strong 2-drop early game. Now we add a pretty strong early game 3-drop for Paladin too. So I think it's a buff. You can run both, definitely run both, but I don't really think it's good if it's good as good as Blackwing Technician. If you want to compare them both, you know. Pheromone Portal is better than Blessing of King. Really? But if you play Blessing of King, normally you play Blessing of King in a Divine Shield deck. So in this way, you get more value of Blessing of King compared to Pheromone Portal, right? You play the Blessing of King in construction for situational, for how to say it, for a certain deck, for a certain situation. Otherwise, who really play Blessing of King in construction anymore, right? I'm not talking about arena or something, or we're talking about construction. Okay, Priest. Onyx Bishop, 5 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, summon a friendly minion that died this game. So this is like a 2 mana revive plus a 3 mana 3/4. It doesn't really lose the stats. Right? I think this card is actually playable, but you know, I'm not a Priest favor, so you guys can ask some people that always say, "Oh, Priest is so good. I like this deck." For example, Reynard, you can ask him about this more advice on that. Yeah, and recently I heard that he got rank 2 with Priest last month. Yeah, so you can definitely ask him his opinion on this card. Anyways, and you can use this together with revive, so it's like 4 revives. 4 revive the what is that card? Blade Injured Blade Master. Yeah, 4 revive for Injured Blade Master. But well, anyway, this is pretty late game. Okay, next one. 4 mana, 3/6. Whenever you cast a spell, restore 3 health to your hero. Sorry, I don't know what can I say about this. But one thing I know, that Priest has already got pretty good turn 4. You know, Priest is a very good class. The quality of Priest minion on from turn 4 to late game is all very good. Priest is a very good like mid game class because it's like their 4-drop, 6-drop is like extremely strong. Priest 4-drop and 6-drop, like these there's a lot of must-play cards. There's a lot of must-play cards already, so you definitely can fit in this card for some reason. A certain way to build this deck, you definitely can fit this one in. But I don't think healing your hero, the healing of hero is needed right now for priest. The thing that priest wanted the most right now is huge board removal like light bomb. That is something that priest is really missing right now. Oh yeah, okay, next class, Rogue. Priest never lack of good minion. The quality of priest minion is just so good. The quality of priest's minion is all very, very good already. The thing is that we need light bomb. This is what priest wants. Some removal, good removal. I missed anything? No, I didn't. Okay. Purify. 2 mana. Silence a friendly minion. Draw a card. So what is the best thing to silence? 4 mana 7/7. 4 mana 7/7. Are you guys talking about this 4 mana? Oh, sorry, what am I doing? 4 mana 7/7. Oh, this card. Right? Are you guys talking about this card? Silencing this. So this is a 6 mana 7/7 draw a card combo with Purify, right? Come on, guys. Are you serious about this? You're already dead. I mean, we already talked a lot. Like priest, there's so many very, very good minion for priest to play. We don't even need this. Why does priest need this? Priest need good spells, you know? Come on. Oh, priest that has 0 mana silence. This one can draw a card. It's not 2 mana draw a card. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, you can combo it with Shadow Madness, but ha 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 ha. Shadow Madness. Ha ha ha. 6 mana. 6 mana, get a minion, draw a card. Come on. Are you? I mean, I don't know. Like, if you can survive until 6 mana for priest, and if you have light bomb, you win, right? If you cannot do massive AoE, you lose, right? This is not like a single target removal. Priest is very good at single target removal, right? Okay, we are not. Okay, next class. Rogue. Ethereal Peddler. 5 mana, 5/6. Battle cry. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand from other classes by 2. So, this means Burgle, and sorry, I need to check the English name. Don't mind me checking those cards because I don't know how to call the English names. What is that card? Undercity Huckster. Yes, Undercity Huckster. We can get other classes card from this, and we can also get Swamsh Burglar. Battle cry. Add a random class card to your hand from your opponent's class. This, this card is a very good stat. It doesn't really lose stats for the battle cry. 5 mana 5/6 is a good stat. So if you can reduce like 1 or 2 cards, I think if you can reduce like 1 or 2 cards, it's already worth it. Judging from the card itself, but a deck with this guy, and the Burgle, it doesn't sound very attractive to me though. It's very interesting. Okay. Anyways, this is a good card, but I don't know if we can actually build a good deck, a playable ladder deck, to put this in. Yeah, this card itself is a very good card actually. Next one, Deadly Fork. Sorry. Next one, Deadly Fork. 3 mana, 3/2. Death Rattle, add a 3/2 weapon into your hand. I think I saw that weapon once, right? It's a 3 mana weapon, right? It's a 3 mana, 3/2 weapon. Am I right? It's not even a 2 mana weapon like Firewall Axe. Sorry, I cannot remember it clearly. Let's assume it's 2 mana. If it is 3 mana, 3/2 weapon, then it's like. So so it has 3 mana weapon. Okay. So you know, I think for rogue, there is a huge problem is that there's too many weapon for rogue already. There's too many rogue weapon. But let's see, weapon. But where is the Blade of Flurry? There's too many weapons. You see, so many weapons. I mean, so many useless weapons. So, and you know, 3 mana, 3/2 itself is not very good. I should say it's not. It's just not very good. Too many garbage weapon. Oops. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, this is for rogue. I think rogue is like not very looking forward to rogue, but I definitely look forward to mage. Mage and mage beast druid will be interesting. Maybe not that strong, but it definitely will be interesting. Hunter is pretty good, but it, you know, even though they buffed the hunter a lot, but I still don't think hunters can beat 2. Well, definitely there has to be some class that can beat hunter, and you know, anyways. Shaman. These cards are Shaman. All I already said in the beginning of this card review. I think the Shaman cards this time are all like HA. Let's see. Where's my Shaman? I deleted my Shaman. Oh my god, are you serious? I deleted my Shaman, so I cannot really show you guys what is a proper Shaman deck. So, these 3 cards, I cannot really think of a way for them to actually fit into a proper Shaman deck. Because those cards from the last expansion is just so good. Shaman there is already 25 class card in a 30 cards deck in Shaman for a Shaman deck. What do you expect to be more buff for Shaman, right? But okay, and let's look at it. Maelstrom Portal. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Summon random 1-cost minion. So it's like you make a totem. And you play it. It's like AoE for 2. And you get a 1-cost minion and a totem. Sounds good, right? But what do you replace? What do you take out from your deck? You want to take Lightning Storm out? Seriously? Come on. I mean, I assume, like myself, it's not a very good Shaman player. So I assume this card will always hit for 1. This card will always hit for 1. But this card can actually work with Maligos. Maligos. Well, anyways, you need to Emperor first. Oh, sorry, I hit the desk. Oh, did I? Like this? Whoops, my bad. Okay, so I assume, but for me, I assume this card only hit for 1. So I don't think this is for some decks right now. It is generally only good against Zoo, right? It's generally only good against Zoo. But let's think about it. Does Smork Shaman even afraid of Zoo? Even the best Zoo player in China says that Zoo versus Smork Shaman is like 50-50, right? Oh, someone posted my Shaman. Okay, this is my Shaman. You see, most of the cards are already class cards. And the same as Control Shaman. Most of the cards are class cards. It's just hard to fit in anything into it. Okay. Okay, this one. Wicked Witch Doctor. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random basic totem. Can anyone tell me what is a basic totem? Is Flame Tongue totem and the Manatee totem considered as a basic totem? You know, I think for a biggest reason, I should say a biggest reason why Shaman play Justicar Totemic. Why Shaman play Justicar Tuskar Totemic is because this guy can summon Flame Tongue, Manatee, and Totem Golem, right? So if this guy cannot summon those stuff, why do we play this instead of, obviously you guys know, oh, it's a hero power totem. Okay, sure. Why? I mean, even in Control Shaman, a lot of Control Shaman don't play this anymore. A lot of Control Shaman, I know, rank 1 top 1 legend America Control Shaman, don't shoot stack. He doesn't play this Control Shaman, top 1 legend on America. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random basic totem. Another thing about Shaman. Okay, let's talk more about Shaman. Another thing about Shaman is that their spell is not that good. Shaman has so good quality of minion, like extremely good. I think might be the best quality among all classes. The best stats for minions. But actually, Shaman spell is pretty sucks. Shaman spell is pretty sucks. And whenever you cast a spell, summon a random basic totem. If you want to do this, then I assume you cannot. You need to play some shitty spells compared to just play totem and minions. Yeah. This is another thing about Shaman. This is what I think about Shaman. Okay, next one. Spirit Claw, 1 mana 1/3, has +2 attack while you have spell damage. This is not bad. Because, you know, for Shaman, you can very easy to get a spell damage. But obviously, it's pretty bad if you haven't got spell damage. Yeah, so it is good if you have it. It's pretty bad if you haven't got it. So I think probably 60 to 70% of situation this will be good if you play it. But I still don't think people will play this in their deck. This is a good removal for Control Shaman, maybe, but you need to have spell power first. So this is definitely not something that you can play on turn 1 then. I think if you want to play this on turn 1, then you have to get a spell power on turn 2, otherwise this is not good. Cannot hear what she's saying. Can you guys hear me now? like this. Thanos, but Thanos itself is not good in shaman decks right now. Seriously, does anyone still play Thanos in shaman deck? But if you play Malygos, let's say if you play Malygos, you might play Thanos as well for cycle and spell power, and play Azodrake for cycle and spell power. Maybe this is a good stuff for early game. But as you guys know, even the heaviest control shaman, we say the Bog Creeper Concert Shaman, that version of Shaman is already good against Smork deck already, right? Because there's too many AoE. So we don't even need this for early game. So I think for the Shaman Shaman new cards this time, it doesn't do better for the current deck. It doesn't really do better, improve the current deck, but it gives you more idea. It gives you more idea on Shaman, maybe like spell power Shaman. Sorry, I'm just trying to fill in some content for this part. Well, anyways, next one, Warlock. I like those Warlock cards, you know. First one, Silverware Golem, 3 mana 3/3. If you discard this minion, summon it. There's two cards that is good for discard zoo this time. Karazhan's Imp, 1 mana 1/3. Whenever you discard a card, draw a card. These are all designed specifically for discard zoo, I think. Discard zoo. And this card is like one of my favorite for this expansion. It's like a core. It's like a core for the discard Warlock. I think Blizzard is trying to say like we need more variety of decks for aggro Warlock. So not only Zoo, we can also play discard Warlock. Yeah, we can try to explore something more. For example, on turn 6, you play this Imp, and then you play Doomguard, and you draw cards. It's like you just keep on discarding when you have this guy on board. So I think this is just so good, and it's like 1 mana. 1 mana for a core of a deck. It's just 2 OP. Like for other combo decks, if you want to make the combo, you always need a lot of mana to do it. But this one, the core is only 1 mana, so it makes you make this deck like very, very playable, because it's very easy to play those combo, play the discard combo, you know. So you can do a lot of stuff with this because it's only 1 mana. I think it's just so good. Yeah. So I think for the future of Zoo, maybe if you want to build a Zoo, do I have a Zoo here? Yeah, I do have. Maybe for example, this list, you might want to take out, for example, I haven't got double PO. Replace double power overwhelming with double soulfire. This is the deck I play for tournament. I ban warriors, so I haven't got power overwhelming in this deck. But definitely for normal, so you have to have double power overwhelming, right? You play double power overwhelming. Replace it with double soulfire, and then you probably replace maybe not that many 1-drop, and not that many 1-drop if you want to, you know. I played the discard Zoo before. There's a lot of burst, but there's not much border control. How to say it? You haven't got a huge board. It's not like you spam a lot of stuff from using Forbidden Ritual and then you play Sea Giant for pressure. It's not like this. It's just going smart. So we'll probably take out Forbidden Ritual, and one drop is fine. Maybe not Knife Juggler. Maybe not Knife Juggler anymore. Yeah, and because we don't play that many stuff, we don't need Dark Shard Councilman, even though this is good against Druid, but this is discard too. If I want to build it, I might take out this, and Argus is good, Sea Giant is not that good, and putting so far these two cards and these two cards, and I'm pretty sure there's other discard card. This guy, maybe, yeah. So yeah, aggressive. This is also a very good a playable aggressive zoo. Maybe not Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler. Well, anyways, I'm just thinking about ideas about this card too. Okay, this one. Karazhan, 5 mana, summon 1/1 candle, 2/2 broom, and 3/3 teapot. I think this card is better than Forbidden Ritual if you play it on turn 5, maybe even turn 6. But if you don't play it on turn 5 or turn 6, then for 5 mana or 6, then it's definitely not as good as Forbidden Ritual. It's not as good as Forbidden Ritual if you don't play this on turn 5 or turn 6. So, but if you play this card too, you definitely don't play Sea Giant, and maybe not even Gormok. You don't even play Forbidden Ritual. You know those kind of stuff that spam the board. You don't even play it. Maybe not even Direwolf Alpha. Maybe. Then you might have space to play Karazhan. It's plus Knife Juggler. No. You don't combo this with Knife Juggler. This is a 7 mana combo. Come on, guys. I'd rather combo Knife Juggler with those 1-drops. With those 1-drops. You know, I think juggles. What is the most important situation that you rely on Knife Juggler struggle the most? Zoom Mirror, right? Zoom Mirror, like a good juggle, win you the game. But in Zoom Mirror, you need to juggle for at least 2 juggle for a juggler. Is good. At least 2 juggle is worth it for a juggler. So that means there's so many 1-drop, and there is Implicant Boss. Why do I play Knife Juggler and Karazhan on turn 7? That just sounds so HA. Yeah, just keep in mind, if you play Zoom Mirror, save your Knife Juggler for at least 2 juggle. Otherwise, it's not worth playing it. Okay, Warrior. First one. So overall, I like Warlock cards. I wish that this card still can be good. I mean, it looks pretty interesting. It looks very interesting, and you know, I am a huge fan of Warlock. Oh, the Implicant Boss is rotating out. Oh really? Oh my god. Ooh, that's sad. Because Implicant Boss is the best thing, the crucial, how to say, most important card for Zoo to stay on board when we lose our Death Rattle from what is that expansion? The Death Rattle expansion. What is that expansion? Tell me. What is that expansion? Well, anyways. Implicant Boss is the best thing to stay on board. The best card to help you build a board, to establish a board. Oh, okay. Implicant Boss isn't rotating out. Oh, Nakaramas. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you. Well, anyways. Yeah. Okay, Warrior. Three. Sorry, I was just about to say $3. 3 mana. Protect the king. For each enemy minion, summon 1/1 PAWN with taunt. So it's kind of like Unleash, but it's not. It's definitely much worse than Unleash if you just play it on its own. I think this card is only good. It's only good if you have that Joestar. What is that card? Oh, Bolster. That Protector of the King is only good if you have Bolster. Otherwise, I cannot think of a way you put this in your deck. You know? And Warrior is very good. I think Warrior is very good at dealing with a board full of enemy minions. Like they've got double Revenge, double Ghoul, double Whirlwind, double Brawl. Yeah, you know those stuff. Warrior is so good at dealing with like a massive board. But I think biggest problem for Warrior is that, for example, even if you are a Karazhan warrior, you haven't got enough armor, you haven't got enough health to use your weapon, you haven't got enough card draw. No matter what kind of warrior you are, Dragon warrior or Karazhan warrior, you haven't got enough card draw. This is something that you need to think about. But warrior is already very good in dealing with like massive board, but not like this. Warsong Commander plus Protect the King combo. Oh, H. Okay, next one. Full. Oh yeah, but yeah. So definitely, Blizzard want people to play like Taunt Warrior. Even though I don't really think Taunt Warrior will be a thing, but yeah, maybe worth trying. Maybe. You know, this card is just so sucks against control decks. So sucks. Okay, next one. Full spend. 5 mana, 3/4. Unlimited attack each turn, cannot attack heroes. A lot of my friends, they actually think this is the best card of this expansion. This weapon does change a lot of stuff. Yes, Warrior really needs weapon. Warrior right now really needs weapon when Deathbite is out. Warrior needs weapon, and this is a very good weapon, even if you already run like Gorehall in Control Warrior and Karazhan Warrior, but we still need weapon. Weapon is a good thing, and this weapon is not bad. It actually changed a lot, but you need to combo it with this. Otherwise, I don't know. You actually lose so much health with this one. So we can see that Blizzard actually gave another armor card to Warrior. Iron Forge Portal, 5 mana, gain 4 armor, summon random 4 cost minion. Like, if this is like a bash, if this is like a mage card, if this is like a mage card, where is this? Deal 5 damage, summon random 5 cost minion. If this is deal 4 damage instead of gain 4 armor, I think this might be better. This might be better because warrior lose early game weapon. So removal is pretty good. Removal is pretty good, but this is not a bad way to gain armor. I still think even for control warrior and Karazhan warrior, even for Karazhan warrior, you still need armor because your shield maiden cannot trigger before your Karazhan is 10/10. You know, this is a big problem for Karazhan warrior, and for control warrior, you really need some health because I think the way you play it is you sell your health to trade with board control. Okay, so overall, this is not that good. I think this is not that good. I don't know what you can replace this with. It's like show me that. No, it's not. I already said in the beginning of this stream, compare this card to Driz Portal. Driz Portal, 6 mana, restore 6 health, summon a random 6 cost minion. There's a lot of very good minion for 6 drop. Very good 6 drop for 6 health minion. For example, Emperor Sylvanas and Kain, Sunwalker, and maybe the 6 mana Murloc, 2-3 Murloc, but that's the worst case scenario. But for 4 drop, there is far more garbage minions, far more. But you know, you can kind of understand why it is designed like this. Why 4 mana minion are worse than 6 mana minion in stats? Because 4 mana minion, when you play it, you want to combo it with something. For example, you play Fandral Staghelm on turn 6, combo with Wrath. It always needs some combo, something like that. But for 6 mana minion, it's like you just slam it on turn 6. There's not much stuff, not much mana to combo with it. So most of the 6 health minion you can just play. It's good on its own. It's very good on its own, but not for 4 drops. 4 drops are all like, you need to do something with it. Inspire or use spells or discover. Oh yeah, something like that. Okay, so this is all for warrior. All the class cards here. This is good. I mean, this is interesting, and this is definitely good. But I'm looking forward for Beast Druid. Hunter card. This is very good. This card is just so good. This is like okay. It's like yeah. I think this card is like a beer trap. Kind of like a beer trap, but I think it's like 10% of Hunter actually play beer trap, right? And if you are Yorkshire Druid, you can play a lot of traps with this guy. But is that actually good? Huh? The biggest problem for Hunter is if you play a lot of secret is card draw. You don't have card draw. If you haven't got card draw, why play those many secrets? You don't play that many secrets only for this card, right? I rather play other removal spells. Mage is pretty good. These 2 are good. This is like and Paladin. This is good. Priest. I don't know. Rogue. Shaman. Warlock is pretty good. Interesting. LUL. Interesting. Good. Warrior. This weapon. At least we have a good weapon, right? Okay, done for class cars. Oh yeah. Wow. Sorry guys, I need to have some water. Wait for me for a second. Neutral. First one, Medivh the Guardian. 8 mana 7/7 battle cry. Equip Atish Great Staff of the Guardian. So this guy is 8 mana 7/7. Doesn't lose much stats. Well, 8 mana 7/7 is there's not much different from 8 mana 8/8, right? And the battle cry is very, after you cast a spell, summon a random minion of that spell, lose 1 durability. So it's like a summoning stone, but how to maximize the way to use it? Most of the even if there is like 3 durability, right? Even if you play like 3 mana 3 mana intelligent arcane intelligence followed by like 2 mana frostbolt followed by a fireball, this is like a normal temple mage play, right? Normal temple mage play for every turn. We don't count like arcane missile or arcane blast or something. Even like a average temple mage play, this is already worth it. We doesn't count. I don't want to even count like flame strike, those kind of crazy stuff. That is like too crazy. But definitely, this can definitely combo with like for example this big spells, mage big spells, Kabbalist tomb, something. But I just want to say, you don't need to think of any crazy combo for Medivh. You can just throw it into most of the deck. I think most of the deck. Well, definitely you can make crazy combo with this weapon, but it's just a lot of decks. It works very good with this one. It works very good with Medivh. So yeah, but what I'm actually thinking. Thanks for subscribing for 12 months, John Wright 987. Thank you. Welcome back. What I am actually thinking is, for example, Freeze Mage. Is it better than Antonitas? Yeah, of course. I think this is better than Antonitas because Antonitas is too slow. And this one is, you cast a spell, you get minion. It's like battle cry. You cast spell, you get minion. It's very strong for a strong stats for an aggressive deck. So if you play it, I think if you play Freeze Mage, you probably maybe can replace Antonitas with this guy, with Medivh. Replace it with Medivh. Freeze Mage spell is very crazy compared to Temple Mage spell, right? Yeah, and I was actually thinking this can go into this can go into control paladin. I'm serious. Oh, the Karazhan Jones is going to be incredibly strong with this and warrior weapon in play. But Karazhan, the most OP time for Karazhan Jones is Patron Warrior time. Because Karazhan Jones is a must-have thing if you want to beat Patron Warrior. But this one, first of all, Medivh is not a core of a deck. It's not like Patron. There's 2 copies of Patron in every deck you need to be aware of. But Medivh is only one legendary, and it is very slow. It is very slow. Keep in mind, it is very slow. So, Karazhan Jones will be good, but it's not a must-have. Definitely not a must-have. As long as it is a situational card, I don't think it's a must-have. Control Pala, they already have like 3 good 8-drop, but this is something like if you haven't got, this is good to combo with where is it? Here. Control Paladin's spell is all cost very huge, like Leon Hand, Forbidden Healing, anything if you play Murloc Dragon Paladin. If you play Murloc Dragon Paladin, and some people play this too. But if you play this, I am pretty sure you summon minion first and then you trigger this effect, so it doesn't really count. Does this work? No, I'm pretty sure this is 1-0. This will summon Wisp if it costs 0. Oops. Consecration is not bad. You see, those control paladins spell cost pretty high. I don't count in quality because quality is very situational. But if you think about like Forbidden Healing, Well, anyways, have I talked too much about this card? Have I talked too much? Wow, what if this card go into rogue deck? But rogue spell cost pretty few, right? It doesn't really work well with rogue, even though rogue has so many spells, but rogue spell cost a lot. A very few. Rogue spell costs very few, so Second one, the curator. Well, anyways, you guys know how to pronounce it. 7 mana, 4/6 taunt. Battle cry, draw a beast, dragon, and murloc from your deck. There's a lot of beast, dragon, murloc synergy in this one. I can only say this is very interesting, but you can see that with all those beast, dragon, and murloc synergy cards, if you can combo maybe only one of it to just play that combo out, it's like so OP. It's like so OP, right? Why are you guys all LUL? Not broken. Curator, sorry. Curator! I already pronounced very close, right? So, like, if Beast Dragon Murloc deck can actually work, these cards are like so good. But even though I haven't thought about it in my mind, like what kind of deck I might want to build around this. But I already know that it will be a very slow deck because Dragon deck is like very slow itself. Dragon deck is slow itself. So if you want to play around Dragon, it has to be slow. Well, this is a good card draw for Dragon Warrior. Well, anyways, Prince Malkaza, 5 but I think maybe high chance, very high chance. When the new expansion come out, maybe you can only combo with Dragon. Maybe Dragon deck will just play this anyways, no matter forget about Beast or Murloc or anything about that. Some people think that this guy can help you draw Alex for Freeze Mage. I'm not quite sure about that. What if you already have Alex in hand? For example, against a Druid, I will keep Alex at starting hand. Because Druid, there is burst in Druid. If you don't kill Druid before like turn 11, he might just kill me. Something you know something like that. Yeah, so there's a lot of way to build that Beast Dragon Murloc deck, but yeah, I haven't really thought about what is the best way to build it, you know. Okay, next one, Prince Malkaza. When the game starts, add 5 extra legendary minions to your deck. What is the class that always play until fatigue? Control Warrior, Control Paladin, Control Priest, maybe? And they are all good. They are all good for if you just throw away 5 shitty legendary into it. Like you can just play it. You don't need to mind about those combo or anything, because there is a lot of, how to say it, useless removal maybe in those decks. If you play Control Mirror, for example, there is useless Brawl, there is useless shell barrier. What is that? Well, anyways, yeah, this works in Control Warrior. Not sure about Paladin and Priest, but definitely work in Control Warrior. How to pronounce this one? Barnes. Battle cry. Summon 1/1 copy a random minion in your deck. 4 mana, 3/4. It loses some stats. It actually loses some stats. 4 mana, 3/4. Summon 1/1. Lose kind of stats. But if you can summon, it relies on how OP is the 1/1 you summon. For example, the best thing you can do with it is to summon Death Rattle or Bars. Oh, okay. Bars. Oh, Barnes. Well, anyways, so this one can go into Death Rattle Rogue or Death Rattle Hunter. I actually think this might work in Death Rattle Hunter. Death Rattle Paladin, Death Rattle Hunter. Yeah. Summon 1/1 Tyrion. But for Paladin, there's a lot of shitty minions too, like Outdoor Peacekeeper, the female keeper and the male keeper. What is the name of the female keeper? Outdoor Peacekeeper. Another one is Outdoor Peacekeeper, right? Well, anyways, double Peacekeeper. If you summon double Peacekeeper, is like, haha, So, but it will work. It will work in rogue or hunter, definitely. Hunter. Oh wait, summon a Malygos. Oh wait. If you play it in Malygos Shaman. Oh. If you play Malygos Shaman, then you have to, I think, for nowadays Malygos Shaman, you have to have some taunts. You have to have Manatite Totem, right? Like Bulk Creeper Shaman. Then you summon 1/1 taunt. You summon. Yeah, there is stuff that actually distract you from getting your Malygos out, right? Summon 1/1 Malygos in Rogue and conceal it. Now, there's Rogue has to rely on minion to kill people. If you only play Malygos in your deck and rely on drawing this guy, it's like lose. Oh, but if you draw Auctioneer, if you put Auctioneer out, I don't really think so. If you only have Auctioneer Malygos in your deck, and if you don't play early game like Tomb Pillager and Azul Drake, then it sounds like pretty shitty deck that lose to Smork decks. I don't really think that is good. I don't really think it is good. So, well, anyways, it will be stable in Death Rattle decks. You know what? Once I played against a rogue. He played Ragnaros and I didn't kill it. So next turn he brought Bronze Bear and used the 5 mana 4/4 copied the 2 Ragnaros and played it in the following turn. So there's 3 Ragnaros hitting me in the following turn. It was like HA. Okay. Oh, next card is Oriel with M. Morios. Thank you for teaching me. You know, I was pronouncing it as Moros. So this is Moriel. Oh. Moriel. Interesting. Stealth at the end of your turn. Summon 1/1 Steward. 3 mana 1/1. I don't really think this is a card for Zoo because this is very late game. Like when you look at this card for the first time, you definitely think this is a Zoo card, but I don't think this is a card for Zoo. This is not a card for Zoo, but this is a card for Divine Shield Paladin. Morios. Is there anything wrong with it? I pronounce it correctly, right? Morios. What? Well, anyways, I think this is a paladin card. You can think about combo this card in some druid combo, but seriously, I think this is a paladin card. Well, anyways, I forget about what does this card pronounce. I don't care. Okay. Arcane Giant. Cost 1 less for each spell you've cast this game. 12 mana 8/8. So, let's think about it. You have to cast 8 mana, 8 spell if you want it to cost like 4, 8 spell. Its spell is it's like half deck of Druid, Yolk Druid, half deck of Yolk Druid. It's like first 10 cards of Temple Mage. So if you want it to cost like around 4 mana, for Temple Mage it is around turn 10 to turn 15, right? Turn 10 to turn 15. For Yolk Druid it's like more slower. It's like more slower. So if you play against aggro deck, then you are dead. If you have this card and for example Kabbalist Tomb and Twilight Azure Drake at your starting hand, you already auto lose, right? I think for Temple Mage, okay, this card is definitely good. First of all, it is definitely good. You can run 1. I don't know if I want to run 2, actually. I don't know if I want to run 2. This is different from Thing From Below. This is definitely different from Thing From Below. Thing From Below, you don't need your hero power. You can just play task card totemic to yeah, you know what I mean. But this one you need to use that actual spell. So it's definitely different from the Thing From Below, and it's much more slower compared to Thing From Below. I think for Temple Mage, if you play against Druid, this is good. This is definitely good against Druid. Against a Warrior, it is not that good, I have to say, because Warrior is a class that is very good at single target removal. It is very good at single target removal. This is very different from Fell River, 5 mana 8/8. If you cannot play it on turn 5, this kind of big stuff, if you cannot play it on turn 5, it's actually not considered to be very good. For Temple Mage, there's so many late game choices. For example, if you want to play late game against Warrior, you can play double Kabbalist Tomb. Simply double Kabbalist Tomb and 1 Ethereal Conjurer. That is already good against Warrior already. I mean, my win rate is like 50-50 if I use that kind of lineup only for Warrior. And like for example Antonitas, and if you have Medivh in your deck, this is already very, very late game. So for this card, it looks very good. But I might want to run like 1 only. 1. I don't want to run too much. Yeah, because we are already cutting a lot of late game from Temple Mage deck in this expansion. Okay. Bookworm, 6 mana, 3/6. Like, this card looks very good, but if you play an 8/8 on turn 10, even though it is turn 10, you play 4 mana 8/8. This is already the fastest way already, right? On turn 10 you play 4 mana 8/8, right? Kind of. And it's still, yeah, it's not very good. Okay, next one, Bookworm, 6 mana, 3/6. Battle cry: if you are holding a dragon, destroy an enemy minion with 3 attack or less. There's a lot of neutral dragon synergy cards in this expansion to buff other control dragon decks like Dragon Paladin and Dragon Priest. Like, we can see that Blizzard try to buff those kind of control dragon decks rather than just having an aggro dragon warrior on ladder. So this one actually works with priest. It actually works with priest, but you know, for priest, the problem is light bulb. It's not any other problem. The problem is light bulb. For paladin, this is good. This is definitely good for paladin. Even if you kill Alex champion, it's still very good. Because for paladin, if you want to remove early game, you only have true silver. You only rely on your minions, on your weapon, and rely on Doomsayer. It is bad. Paladin is always like dead on turn 6 against Shaman, Smoke Shaman. Well, this minion gave you a way to kill some kind of maybe totem golem or something. Well, if you are still alive, it's not that late game. It's definitely not that late game, I have to say. And it's also a dragon. If you play like double 3-drop, 4 of the 3-drop, for example, double Blackwing Technician and double Lightband Templar, I think Dragon Paladin is definitely playable. A good removal card, I think. Next one, Molten Lurker. 6 mana, 3/3. Battle card, destroy a minion. Death Rattle, resummon it. This is an awkward card. I thought about many ways to avoid the Death Rattle. If you don't avoid the Death Rattle, then killing your own Sylvanas might be one of the only good way to use this card. But you can combo this card with Evolve. You kill your enemy's minion and then you evolve it. Oh my god. Yeah, I think this is the correct way of using this card. Evolve it. If you kill an opponent's minion, do you resummon it for him? If this guy die, you resummon it for him. And if you kill Ancient of War, I'm pretty sure it will resummon 5/5, right? Summon 5/5 for your opponent. Yeah, you can Shadow Step, but I don't suggest you to combo this with your Shadow Step, because first of all, Shadow Step is not a very common rogue card in rogue decks nowadays. Second of all, if you want to make good use of this card, you need to have a good combo to combo with it. And as long as you need combo for it, it is unstable. It is bad. You know, so the best combo that you don't lose anything and you are still good is Evolve. You can use Purify. Purify too slow. Purify too slow. Purify doesn't help your board. Evolve is a natural thing, right? Evolve helped so much. Evolve actually made the most use of everything in this minion. What if you combo with Bronze Spear? I'm pretty sure it is like you kill a same minion for twice. It doesn't kill 2 minions. You can multi-locker your own Sylvanas, but even if you do that, it's still not that worth to play a 6 mana thing into your deck for a control deck. You know, for 6 mana, I think I talk about this in every card review I make in every expansion. That is that there is a lot of very good 6 drops that you put in control decks compared to compared to other curves. For example, Emperor and Sylvanas, these two cards, you just cannot take it out from any control decks. So, and right now we have Kain and Justice card. Like, you play it in every deck. For other curves, like 5 drops, 4 drops, 4 drops before we have Shredder. We play Shredder in all decks, but now we have nothing. So, I think the most how to say it, unchangeable curve is turn 6. Unchangeable. You just have to play it. It's just so good, right? So this is another 6 drop. Is that really worth to replace Sylvanas or Emperor with this guy if you haven't got good enough synergy to combo with it? I already said, as long as it has combo card, it is not stable to play it on ladder. Okay, next one, Avian Watcher. Whatever. 5 mana, 3/6. Battle cry if you control a secret, gain +1/+1 and taunt. So, what can you do about this? We assume that most secret will pop up on that turn. We assume that. So if you want to make use of it, you need to play Paladin Secret and this guy on turn 6. Well, it doesn't look like a Mysterious Challenger at all. Well, but I think the thing for Secret Paladin right now is the early game. You just cannot win duel if you haven't got double consecration, right? Your early game is just so weak. When you lose your Shell mini bot, when you lose your Master for Battle, your early game is so weak for Secret Paladin. I don't think you need this in Secret Paladin because the late game for Secret Paladin is very strong. For Hunter maybe. Think of some ways, but Hunter is already very slow. Hunter is already very slow. If you play it in Mage, maybe you can have some synergy with it. Maybe Reno Mage. And yeah, by the way, you can combo with your Yorkshire on Secret too, but I don't really think you will want to play this in your Temple Mage or in your Yoga Druid or something. Okay, this one. Next one. Mana Jury Magician. 5 mana, 4/4. Battle cry, give a random friendly beast dragon Murloc +2/+2. Yeah, it is like a bigger Zoo Boot. See this card, Zoo Boot. Battle cry, give a random friendly beast dragon Murloc +1/+1. I think if you can buff, this means he says that. First of all, I need to make sure one thing. He says beast dragon and Murloc, not beast dragon or Murloc, right? That means if I have a beast and a dragon, he buff both of it, right? If you can buff like two minions, let's say 2 minions, then it is already OP. 2 minions. If you can buff 1, it is like okay. It is like okay, good. Compared to like Sun Shirt Clerk. No. What is that? Sorry, I always need to check those English names. Shattered Sun Clerk. Yeah. It's better. Even if you buff 1 minion. But obviously I already talked about it. as long as you play dragon deck, it has to be slow. It has to be slow. Like even for Dragon Warrior, you play. There's only double Fairy Dragon. That is like early game dragon, right? The next turn is like 4 mana taunt or something. Oh, by the way, this bookworm can actually eat Twilight Drake. No, not what is that? The 3/6 taunt dragon. This is huge. Okay. Anyways, so as long as it is dragon deck, it is slow. So I don't know how many this will actually buff, but you know there is already Murloc or Dragon Paladin going on right now on ladder in this current expansion. So if you give it some buff, it will become a playable deck. Next one, Arcano Smith. 4 mana, 3/2. Battlecry summon a 0/5 minion with taunt. I don't know if anyone will play it beside the taunt warrior. I don't know. If he summon a 1/5.
おかえりなさい。夕ご飯もうちょっと待っててね。
Eloise, please notice me.
Oh. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, sorry. $3 from Games again. Eloise, please notice me. Here's your notice. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so if he summon anyways, thank you. If he summon a 1/5 minion with taunt, then I think this is very good. 0/5. WTF? Anyway, this card, Violet Illusionist. 3 mana, 4/3. During your turn, your hero is immune. I think this card work good with all weapon classes. Like for example, Rogue. Rogue is kind of a class that actually need health. If like Warrior, even if I think even if you don't play this weapon, this card is still playable. If you don't play that infinite hitting weapon, this card is still playable because it can save you at least 3 health or something, or like more, far more, you know. So this card is definitely playable. And yeah, the question is, what card do you want to take out? 3 mana 3/4, 3 mana 4/3 is a good stats too. It's a good stats too. Left tap deals no damage. I don't think this is how you use this card. Oh, by the way, oh no. This is not like Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis can immune your fatigue damage, but this guy doesn't immune your fatigue damage. Wait. Oh yeah, I mean against a fatigue rogue. It immunes your fatigue damage when it is your turn, but if it is not your turn, it doesn't immune your fatigue damage, so it's not what I'm thinking about. So, but it's still not a bad card. Okay, Pantry Spider, Battlecry summon 1/3 Spider. I think this card is only if you want to combo it with maybe Zubot or the Magician. If you want to buff it, you can play this card maybe. Because 1/3 is very likely to stay alive on the board until next turn. Oh, tired. We are almost to finish. Interesting. Next one. Is Thirstbite Historian. 2 mana 1/3. Battle cry if you are holding a dragon, discover a dragon. I think most of dragon deck will play it. This helped a lot on card draw. You know, dragon deck is well known as bad card draw. So this card is actually helped a lot. What is this? Pompous the span. Well, anyways. What? 2 mana 3/2 taunt. Wait, is there a 2 mana 2/2 taunt before? 2 mana 2/2 taunt. Dragon decks are strong. Only Dragon Warrior is strong. This card helps Dragon Warrior and Dragon Paladin a lot. Dragon Warrior needs card draw too. So this card actually helped the Dragon Warrior too. Well, anyways, whatever. I don't care what that's this card called. So well, this is good if you are playing Taunt Warrior. Okay, next one. Arcane. Oh, by the way, I need to check if a card is still exists. To check if there is a card. Oh, this one. This card still exists. Sparring partner gave a minion taunt. Okay. Eloise, is this going to be on YouTube? Yes. Finally, going to update my YouTube channel now. Arcane Anomaly. Whenever 1 mana 2/1, whenever you cast a spell, give this minion +1 health. What? What? No, I don't think this card is at least fit into Temple Mage. Temple Mage, there's no space. There's already too much good cards. There's no space for this guy. What does this fit in? York Druid? York Druid. I don't know. There's a lot of good new spells for. You see here? I want to play this card in York Druid. And there's also Beast Druid. Maybe not playing York Druid anymore. Yeah, so yeah, maybe don't really want to play this one. Runic Egg, 1 mana 02. That's why I draw a card. You know, the first time when I see this card, I think, WTF is this? Like, you cannot even kill it, Sudoku it, because it is 0 point of attack. Then what is the point of Death Rattle if you cannot Sudoku it? If people just ignore it, you can combo with the Bath of Druid, Druid's Bath. Or 2's Bath, but for 2 there's a lot of one very good 1-drop. But yeah, I think this one actually go with OTK Warrior. You know OTK Warrior because because OTK Warrior, you have a lot of AoE. This can work with Battle Rage, you know? OTK Warrior is a class that really needs card draw. And this guy can help with card draw and, it's generally just cycling, but you can Battle Rage it. Yeah, you can Inner Fire. That's a point, maybe. But I think the most important thing is about Battle Rage, you know. OTK Warrior. What would you take out from that? There's a lot of shit, like garbage stuff in OTK Warrior. This is a cycle, so you can just take out cycle from OTK Warrior. I'm not sure. I think you can, we can experiment on that. Besides that, I don't know, but you can try it in OTK Warrior. Is this it? Oh, this is already it. Okay. Among all of them, I think Medivh is the most used card. For class card, there has to be maybe like one card for each class that is like pretty useful. Maybe like you can use it in 50% of the decks. Yeah, for those class cards. And so I won't rate it like top 1, top 2 for all the class card, because you know they're even, for example, even I think this card is too OP, but you only play it in discard zoo, but we don't know like how good is discard zoo, right? And for example, this looks very good, even though it's pretty sucks when you haven't got bored, but it still looks okay. You just don't play it when you play Yoxon Druid, so I won't rate like what is the most useful cards among all the class cards. But I think there is definitely some new decks we can pay attention to. Beast Druid, Discard Zoo. I don't know what kind of rogue this is. I definitely don't know what kind of priest this is, but Paladin, Dragon Murloc Paladin, which a lot of people is playing right now. And you know what? I want to experience Dragon Beast Hunter. Major is going to be OPOP. Okay. Ooh, so that is the conclusion. I think I finished everything. Thanks for watching. That is a very long card review because I want to talk about everything I thought about those cards. Wow, I spent like 2 hours. Ooh.